Welcome back. You know, tired of looking tired on those Zoom calls, noticing more lines and wrinkles on your face? Yes, our next guests hold the secret to looking younger and getting rid of those pesky signs of aging.
They are the best in the city. Dr. Richard and Dana Laconi from the Institute of Anti-Aging are joining us now, along with their patient, Toyloria Hunter. You all have such beautiful skin, and Toyloria, we're going to get to your story in just a moment. But first of all, Dr. Laconi and Dana, tell us about your phones ringing off the hook, because I understand that right now a lot of people have actually complained that they don't like the way they've been looking, being on camera all the time.
That's true, because your face is right there in the screen, so you can see all your flaws, and also wearing masks, all you can see is your forehead wrinkles. So yeah, pretty hard.
HD TV doesn't help it.
No, it doesn't.
Put that soft filter on, you know, find the soft filter. It's the only way that we get rid of them, unless we see you. Well, let's talk about Toyloria's story. Obviously, you're just like many of us, that you're working from home during this pandemic. You're using Zoom and other video conferencing calls. Let's talk about what you started to notice, or maybe what you couldn't ignore.
Well, what I noticed was the camera was picking up very dark circles under my eyes, all my gouge lines, and things that I didn't notice normally in my mirror. And no matter how I changed my lighting, no matter which angle I changed my seating, it just wouldn't go away.
And
I looked like...
Oh, go ahead.
I looked like I was scowling, whether I was talking or smiling to a colleague. It picked up all my flaws that were already there, but it really highlights it when you're on Zoom. Something about the computer camera exposes it.
Yeah.
And Toyloria, we're seeing some of those
your
before
and
photos.
afters.
Your skin right now looks absolutely perfectly smooth and flawless. And the treatment, Richard and Dana, when did this treatment actually take place? How long ago was it?
Last week, last Tuesday?
Yes,
so
last Wednesday.
So in less than a week, she's been able to see this kind of improvement. Is that typical?
Pretty much, I think so. I mean, particularly with things like fillers. Remember, the dermal fillers, you know, give you pretty much of instant gratification. It's the best there is. Botox takes a week, and after that, it's pretty much what you see is what you get.
You know, what's really interesting about this is many times in looking at creams and all this other stuff is we're told that there's really nothing we can do for dark circles. Some have it worse than others. It's hereditary. But my word, I mean, this is what can work for dark circles. This is the answer. And what I think is so great, too, Dr. Laconi, when you're talking about fillers, this is instant gratification. You're not waiting to see the results.
Everybody loves instant. Absolutely. Yeah, and particularly when the dark circle is caused by shadow effects, because the soft tissue has been lost, volume has been lost. So what this does is just basically restore that volume. And done properly, it will look smooth and pretty and eliminate the shadow lines, therefore eliminate the dark circle.
It's also incredible that a procedure that is so fast can last such a long time. And I know in general, when we're talking about Botox, that can be 4 to 6 months, right? But when it comes to the fillers that Toyloria were used on your face, Dr. Laconi and Richard and Dana, excuse me, how long does that last? Is it true it can really last up to 2 years?
Well, first of all, the Botox is 3 to 4 months, and the fillers that we put in underneath the eyes, it's a Juvederm product, and it can last up to 2 years.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I will say this too, even though the results were immediate, I actually have seen results since the first day afterwards. So it seems like my eyes are continuing to improve.
They will.
Right, as a little time passes.
That is so great.
Right.
I'm very happy.
And what's so great too, Toyloria, when we're looking at you and you're smiling, you're beautiful. I mean, you're beautiful before and after, but your face still has movement. And that's what I love about Richard and Dana, is that they err on the side of less is more. Is that how you're feeling today?
Yes, exactly. I actually was quite amazed at how little filler it takes, but you really do need some filler to take care of those deep troughs, really. I've used high-end eye creams. I've drank a lot of water. I sleep 8 to 10 hours sometimes just to wake up to look unrefreshed. So it's amazing. It takes so little. It looks so natural. No one notices anything other than that you do look rested. So I feel like I look like my better self.
And now all you want to do is Zoom calls all day long, right? We have less than a minute left. But Richard and Dana, let's chat briefly about Botox, because, you know, for a long time I was like, I would never do Botox. And now I'm a super fan, not just for women, right? But a lot of men, to relax sort of that concerned, mean look in the boardroom. You find that a lot of executives are doing Botox to just relax their whole face.
Absolutely. I think we use the word Botox. But yeah, it definitely smooths out some of those worry lines, concentration lines that, you know, you get from just sitting there and pouring over big sheets of numbers and everything. And so, yeah, it's, and yet you can still communicate because you don't turn the forehead into a blank slate. You just tone it down a little bit.
It just gives you a more refreshed look.
Right.
Yeah, more refreshed. And I know Brandon just came in to do his Botox and his lines are completely gone. So again, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. And Richard and Dana, it's great to see you both.
You too.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Great to see y'all. And again, the website is antiageinstitute.com. You can call their office right now at 713-807-1000 to learn more.
And we'll be right back.